This is a 2004 Toyota Highlander. This car has the 3.3-liter V6 3MZ FE engine. The reason this car is here is because it has a check engine light on the dash, along with the VSC and traction, of course, because those come on automatically whenever the check engine light is triggered. But it has the P0037 code, which is for the Bank 1 sensor 2, in other words, downstream O2 sensor. The code description here says that the circuit for that sensor is faulty, and generally this means that the sensor is no good and needs to be replaced. This is true 95% or more of the cases where you get this code. It's the heater circuit, and when that fails, then you get this code. If you look under the car, it has two downstream O2 sensors. This one near the front of the car, close to the radiator, is for bank 2, which is the front bank. This is bank 2, sensor 2. And the second one is back under here. This is the sensor for bank 1. This is bank 1 sensor 2. So this is the one we're going to replace. So I start by just popping out this holder right here, and you can just pull it right out. And the next step is going to be to disconnect this connector. You press the tab on the bottom of this connector right here, and then this pulls right out while you have this pressed. Now we have to pry it out just using a pry tool. The cable has two points that go into this metal bracket here and here, and it's easy to just pry them right out. Next, I'm going to use this ratchet wrench with the O2 sensor tool, and I'll include a link to this tool so you can get one if you need it. Here's the old sensor, and here's the new sensor with this Denso part number. I always use Denso sensors, and you know you have an authentic Denso sensor when it comes in this blue Denso box. If it comes in some kind of envelope, it's not a Denso sensor. The sensor does come in a sealed plastic bag, and you can see from just looking at it that it has all the same fasteners that the original sensor had. Here they are side by side, and they are exactly the same. Now, one thing I want to point out to you is Denso sensors used to come with a little tube of like copper anti-seize, but now they come with the threads pre-lubricated and covered with this little protector, so you do not need to add any anti-seize. The threads are already pre-lubricated. Always thread the new sensor in by hand and take it through a few turns before you tighten it using a tool, because you do not want to cross-thread it. And if there is any resistance to threading by hand, then use a thread chaser or cleaner like this one that is designed specifically for O2 sensors. And with this genuine Denso sensor, everything goes right where it belongs. You have the fasteners that match exactly where they belong, and everything fits back just like original. This completes the repair. As you can see, we got a perfect fit with the Denso sensor. And now, if we wanted to be thorough, of course we would take the car for a test drive and verify whether the code comes back on. We also might want to check the function of the O2 sensor using a scan tool, but that's generally not necessary. Thank you for watching this video.